I mean, this had to be what Sister Shannon was hinting at all along, right? Hey, it's Kristen, and today we are going to be diving a bit deeper into Netflix's new series, Warrior Nun, discussing the origins of the Order of the Cruciform Sword, what it means to be a warrior nun, and of course we gotta explain that big twist ending. Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and drop down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on Warrior Nun. Now, Netflix's Warrior Nun is actually based off of the manga-style comic book series Warrior Nun Areala by Ben Dunn. While the original story followed the adventures of Sister Shannon taking on the Warrior Nun mantle, this new story follows an orphan teen named Ava who's resurrected with superpowers by a mysterious holy relic and becomes the chosen halo bearer for a secret sect of demon-hunting nuns. If you're interested, you can actually check out my review for the series right over here, but today we are diving into some mad spoilers. Just like us as viewers, Ava is thrust into this world that she knows nothing about, and we learn the story just as she does, along with all of the twists and turns. So what does it actually mean to be a warrior nun? Let's dive into it. According to the show, the first ever warrior nun was an orphan named Ariella of Cordoba. She discovered her life purpose during the Crusades when she became a soldier for God. But on the day she was meant to die on the battlefield, Adriel appeared, giving her his angel's halo to save her life, thus making her the first warrior nun, also known as God's champion on Earth, with a mission to fight demons from hell. She also worked to train other warriors to fight demons alongside her, which became known as the Order of the Cruciform Sword. Having the halo inside you gives the warrior nun special abilities, including increased strength, agility, the ability to see demons, phase through objects, and have immortality to an extent. It also seemed to give each warrior a special ability just for them, or at least that's the case with Ava. She's brought back to life, she can walk now after being paralyzed, and she can even levitate. Who knows what else she can do? But just like Superman's downfall is kryptonite, only divinium, a mysterious metal that we learn comes from the celestial armor worn by Adriel, can hurt or kill the warrior nun. Because of that, there's always another sister trained and ready to take her place if the warrior nun is to fall. And as we see at the beginning of this series, when Sister Shannon dies, Lilith is the next in line to become the halo bearer. But we also learned from Mother Superior that just because you're next in line doesn't mean that the halo will accept you, as she hints that she was halo bearer for a short time before the halo rejected her. And we learn that this is how it's been with a warrior nun leading this organization for the last 1,000 years. So clearly there must be something special about Ava if the halo accepts her as the halo bearer. So I hope they dive more into why in a season 2. After a lot of back and forth and some demon attacks, Ava decides that it is time to join the sisters, but with a new plan to stop evil once and for all, inspired by a secret passage written by the late Sister Shannon, who suspects that something's going on with the church. Now, the legend of Ariella and Adriel goes so that Adriel, in sacrificing his halo, lost his angel abilities and was never able to go back to his realm. Instead, he died as a mortal man, with his bones being buried 20 feet behind rock wall in the Vatican. The sisters determine that the reason that demons and monsters like the Tarrasque are able to even get into their world is because of these bones and the energy that they emit. And they believe that people of faith like Cardinal Duretti are the ones behind it, that they're the real villains and want to keep Adriel's bones around so that demons will continue to come to Earth for their own selfish reasons of keeping faith and power to themselves. I mean, this had to be what Sister Shannon was hinting at all along, right? The plan is to have Ava using her halo-powered phasing ability to get through all that rock, grab the bones of Adriel, and bring them back so they can destroy them permanently, making sure that demons and monsters can no longer come to Earth. But things don't go as expected when it turns out that there's not a pile of bones behind this wall, but instead Adriel alive and well. I know I for one was shook, as well as Ava, to see that Adriel had been living behind this wall for over 1,000 years. As they talk, Adriel tells Ava that she reminds him of Ariella. Now, it's no secret that Ariella and the main character that we're focusing on, Ava, have quite a bit in common. Both were orphans, both died or almost died and were basically resurrected by the halo. Both were given the opportunity for a new lease on life. Ariella took this new chance to be a beacon of good and, be a warrior for God. But we see Ava struggle to make the decision if she wants to work with the Order of the Cruciform Sword or go off and live the life she never got to have. It makes you wonder if Ava could be a reincarnation of Ariella. That question burns brighter as Adriel touches Ava, and we get to see the real events of what happened with Ariella take place, but with Ava standing in for the warrior nun. It turns out that Adriel is no angel. In fact, he's a demon who stole the halo. He allows everyone to think he's an angel, and even though Ariella knows the truth, she stays quiet about it because exposing Adriel could mean losing this new path with the halo as well as her own life. Since Adriel can't be killed, he's sealed away in the Vatican because only the halo bearer can reach him. And now the Halo bearer has, thanks to Ava being tricked. He wants to take the Halo back, but what will that mean for Ava, and what is his plan? Ava uses the last bit of her power to blow Adriel back and keep her Halo. Worried about how long Ava's been gone, the sisters blow up the wall, with us learning that Cardinal Doretti had nothing to do with what's been going on, and that though they freed Ava, they now unleashed an even greater evil in Adriel. Instead, it was Father Vincent who seemed all innocent and like he was on their side, who was really tarnishing Doretti's name and tricking everyone to letting Adriel out. Oh, and he was the one who killed Sister Shannon because she was growing suspicious. What an evil jerk. While we don't fully know why he's on Adriel's side yet or what Adriel's plan is, it does seem like it connects back to Jillian Salvius and the science experiments that were going on with their company. So Jillian Salvius is a scientist who started working with Divinium and believes she discovered a portal to heaven, although it's also hinted that maybe this could be a portal to hell. Her reason for doing all this research is because she had desperately wanted to have a child but wasn't able to, so eventually she started experimenting on herself with Divinium and she had her son Michael. But her son was born with a blood disorder, so she needed to continue using the Divinium to try to keep him alive. And she created this portal because she believed that through using it she might be able to cheat death in some way so that her son, or that she and her son, could go through this portal and be able to live a new life together. We learn that they've continued this experimentation because Michael has been speaking to an angel who tells them they're on the right path, and we later learn that that angel is Adriel. So, not really an angel, but a devil. Through his Divinium armor, he's able to get glimpses of what's going on outside of the walls of his prison, and clearly he's able to communicate with Michael through this connection. Although Jillian is skeptical at first, we do find out that the Halo in Ava is the key to opening up this portal. When Adriel tries to take it from Ava, this is sort of the catalyst and the power that makes the portal start working, and Michael slips through and disappears, leaving his mother behind. This makes me think that Adriel is trying to get the Halo and get this portal to work so that he can go back to his original realm, which, you know, based off of him being a demon, could be hell. My thought on maybe why Father Vincent is trying to help him is maybe he's trying to go through the portal to get to what he thinks is heaven. All of this is just really wild to follow because the sisters think that they're following this specific plan, and it turns out they're completely wrong. Everything they thought is a lie. They believe that they've been following God's will for over 1,000 years, and instead they were being tricked by a demon. Now it looks like they're going to be going up against their biggest enemy yet in Adriel in season 2, and probably have to dive into this portal and see where it takes them. Finding out about Adriel also isn't the only demon versus angel swap we see here. Lilith, who was supposed to be the next Halo bearer, looks like she's killed by a Tarrasque, but instead ends up going to another dimension with this creature and returning changed. But what is Lilith becoming? While at first it seems like she's got new demon-like powers, she was the one that was sent back to stop Ava from unleashing Adriel. Maybe this is not the work of demons, but of angels helping her. I just love that not everything is as it seems in this show, and the whole crew realizes they got duped. It sets us up for a wild ride in season 2, and all I know is that the Warrior Nun and her sisters are gonna have to come together for this one. If you guys like this video, you can check out more right over here, and I will catch you in my next one. See ya!